Yo, what is up, guys? This is It's Just Fittedhats. We are back with another video, man. The hat that I'm wearing today is a Barron's White Sox mix, a little Barron's White Sox collab from John Jay and Myfitteds. Very clean hat. This is like an MJ inspired, man. This hat is definitely clean, simple. I have a lot of black crowns, man. I feel like I'm always gonna have mainly black crowns in my collection. And one day I'll go over everything I have in my collection, etc. in another video. But today, man, I'm strictly talking about one store that I feel like changed the game within the first 6 months of this year, and that's 95 North. 95 North, they weren't too as well known at first, etc. Then the publicity, as far as like social media, people getting to know them, people going to the store, etc., start to build over time. The first hat that I copped from 95 North was this Chicago script. The Chicago script is very fire. Very fire. I didn't see any kind of metallic like that, etc., on the Chicago script yet. So I thought that was really clean. So I had to secure this. It's definitely a hat that's going to stay in the collection. So what they started to do is they started to do a lot of collaborations within the community, and I feel like a lot of stores don't do that at all. Like, they don't really tap into the community and see like what they like, what they enjoy, etc. And they started to do that, which I thought was super dope. So as you know, I had gotten involved with it too, and I ended up dropping a hat with 95 North as well, which we'll get into. So it all started in April. As you can see right here, they dropped a 5-pack. They dropped a 5-pack on 4/16, man, and that was a crazy day. Sunday service, man. So they do this thing. So they drop their hats on Sunday, and they call it Sunday service. I think that's dope. That's unique, because even people outside of the fitted community are asking like, yo, what is Sunday service? Is it church? Like, what is it, etc. And of course, no offense to anybody that's religious or anything like that, but yeah, Sunday service, man. And that day was insane. It was the first really huge drop that they've had. So there's a lot of people that came from New York, came from Boston, in Connecticut, Jersey, of course. There was a lot of people there. It was a great time, to be honest. Like, it was a great time. It was a little hectic, etc. But I know people really enjoyed themselves, man. So they dropped a bunch of different hats that day. You know, they dropped Mets by F5, Yankee by Quan, Phillies by Loso, a 99 patch Yankee by Kicks, and also a Texas by Lugo. So shout out to those guys, man. Like that first drop really set it off for 95 North. It made people want to go there more and see what more they have to offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that drop kind of really set off for the community. So that following, so like every Sunday was a bunch of other different creators dropping hats, you know what I'm saying? So that following Sunday, you know, they had a Detroit script, a Houston Astros, a DC dropping, and a Boston dropping. And, you know, those were really fire hats. And a lot of people were panicking over these hats. Trust me, like every Sunday, it was definitely busy. And even within the community, like via like Instagram, etc., a lot of people were saying like, man, like, this is different. Like, nobody is doing that right now. Now, I feel like once they started doing that, once they started tapping more into the community, that's when a lot of other stores started to try to tap into the community more and get some things going with other people. Granted, it takes like 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, etc., to get like a hat made, but I feel like they kind of set the bar for this year and going forward, man. Who knows what will happen in the future, etc. But I feel like they definitely set the bar high, man. Not only that, like even when it comes to like the metallic stitching within their hats, etc., like they dropped some really fire hats. Like one of the other hats that I copped from them was this Phillies, man. This was inspired by Allen Iverson, man, like AI. So you see the metallic in there. Metallic is crazy. Like, this hat's so fire. It's a stone crown, man. I had to cop this hat, man. It's a really good hat, man. As soon as I saw it, I was like, man, that hat's clean. So granted, yes, I do collect White Sox hats, but too, like if I see a fire hat that I feel like I'll also wear every day, because I enjoy wearable hats, man, I'm gonna cop it regardless, you know? So man, so that was the other drop that they had that following Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So then they had another drop. They had another drop. They were going really back and forth. And mind you, I'm looking at my iPad, so just so you wonder why I'm looking down. So they had another drop. You know, they had another Yankee, another Boston for some other creators, another Astro, a Mets dropping, an Orioles dropping, and that drop was dope as well, man. So it was also cool to see a lot of people that never made hats before be able to make a hat. I've never made a hat before. Of course, I've made like mock-ups, etc. But like to actually get one designed, etc. Like that was a dope feeling because a lot of people in the community were like hyped about it. A lot of people in the Chicago community was super hyped about it, wanted to get it, etc. These hats were very limited. They didn't drop online, so it was very hard to cop these hats. Like you had to find someone that's going to the store and try to get an assist to get these hats. So it was really hard for a lot of people that didn't live in that tri-state area to try to secure a hat. Which sucks, you know, but like that's just a hat game. A sneaker game, it's kind of like that too, you know what I'm saying? But man, that drop was dope. And so when it came to my first drop, May 7th was my drop with my guys, Big Henry, F5, who else? And Kenny Lou. Kenny Lou did a collaboration with Kuda and Miss Velez. So man, that drop was dope, and it was cool to like finally see my hat come to life. And I still to this day get a lot of comments, a lot of love on it. And of course, I'm still gonna show it again. And I'm really appreciative to those guys, 100%, man. Nothing but respect, because I think it was so dope for them to be able to take my idea, this is the Paul Konerko, and put it to life. And you see that 05 World Series, because they won a World Series, but the colors is based off the Houston Astros because they beat their ass. Sorry for coughing. I'm a little sick, but yeah, man, like, I'm really happy about this hat, man. This is my very first design. I'm forever grateful for sure. This is so dope, you know? You can see the sneaky pinstripe within that. So yeah, man, this is my first hat. Like I think that drop was so dope, you know? From there, they had another drop. I think it was like probably 2 Sundays after that. I believe like 2 Sundays after that, they had another drop. And here's the thing too, and like I'll actually show my hat as an example. I felt like with 95 North, like their metallic goes crazy. Like out of any other store right now, I feel like their metallic is really making it more popular to bring that to light, making it more popular for a lot of stores to have a lot of metallic within their hats. It makes it glisten, it makes it stands out, especially in the sun. Like if you see this hat in the sun, it goes crazy, you know? So I feel like the metallic is different. Like you'll see me post a lot of different hats that they've come out with on this video as well. But man, shout out to them, man. Like shout out to them. Like that was my very first drop. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, etc. But I'm sure they're gonna collab with a bunch of other creators, etc. If they do, if they don't. But I know they're definitely coming out with some fire content and some fire hats, man. So if you're ever in the tri-state area and you're heading to like Sanford, Connecticut Mall, etc., definitely check out 95 North, because they're a dope store and they do support a bunch of creators. So hey, this is It's Just Fittedhats. I just want to go over 95 North because you guys gave them a really high rating as well when I did that rating. So shout out to 95 North, man. You guys keep doing your thing, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.